live stream. If you're rewatching this, feel free to subscribe, hit the notifications, because I don't have a streaming schedule. I have a life. I'm in grad school. I have a girlfriend. I weight train. Weight training for something very specific. For cosplay for Shawn Michaels in 2002, and then eventually Triple H. But I was in the top 1500, and then it boosted me down to 99% Mythic, and we got 1 hour left. And I'm going to try to squeeze this back into the top 1500 and top 1200. It's kind of MTG Arena is kind of... I don't like this, where in the middle, you lose your rank, and it forces people to jump online, and I don't like that type of behavior, especially after dealing with Magic Legends. By the way, Magic Legends is officially gone after October 31st, so if you're watching this on YouTube, and we're going to jump in right into standard play, but I just feel like I have to say this for a second. If you're watching this on YouTube, do understand that I keep these live on YouTube as well, but it does hurt my channel. So if you can like and comment on the videos, that really helps out a lot on the YouTube aspect, because it helps the algorithm. But yeah, doing these live streams on YouTube actually kills it. On Twitch, we're all good. You can find me, Derek Roberts MTG, on Twitch and also YouTube. But yeah, I recommend that you go to the Magic Historian for spoiler videos and stuff like that. I do have some decks in mind for post-rotation, but I'm sorry if my voice is too loud, but we lost our ranking. I was in the top 1500, and I'm now 99%, as you can see right here, right? Okay, good. So I'll just clip that. Can't believe I had to do all that. So I'm kind of rushing here. You can hear my air conditioner in the background. So we're in a rush. We absolutely have to get this matchup right. Okay, so we're gonna drop this right here. Yeah, but the algorithm on YouTube does penalize you for making Magic the Gathering videos, doing a live stream, because basically it kills your click-through rate and it hurts your channel overall. So, but I like doing these videos as a hobby. So yeah. Alright. We do feature Tear of the Peaks. I'm so sorry. Check out my other videos to go over the deck. I don't have time for that. It's not I'm being pretentious. It's just the way the Magic the Gathering is. It forces you to do this in the middle of the day. I wish they would reset it like at a presentable hour. I could Bone Crusher the Edgewell Innkeeper, but he could drop the Lovestruck Beast early. So I'm going to go ahead and kill that. But yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely hitting the like button or just commenting on the video helps after it's been up, because like I said, YouTube penalty, it kills you on YouTube for live streaming Magic the Gathering. That's why you don't see people doing it and keeping their live streams up. But I like to do it to kind of curate like archive gameplay. Okay, 2 Edgewell Innkeepers. No mana. They probably just block with a 1. No, it doesn't block it, huh? There must be a Gruul deck running around with this, because this is like the 4th time I've seen this with this right here. But Gruul's going to get decimated after rotation happens. And have you seen some of the new cards that are coming out in the summer? Holy shit. More removal. More board wipes. There's so many board wipes that won't rotate. Doomscar doesn't rotate. Extinction Event doesn't rotate. Shadow's Verdict doesn't rotate. Shatter the Sky doesn't rotate. People are forgetting the board wipe that's on a creature, like on that 7/7 giant. That doesn't rotate. There's 5 board wipes that don't rotate, and they just added another board wipe as an artifact. So we'll definitely be playing Sultai for sure. Esper Control and Sultai will be the number 1, number 2 decks. Yeah, if I have a chance to kill the Edgewall Innkeeper, kill one of them, I'll do it. Oh, embercleave. Didn't see that coming. Nice. That's pretty cool. I dig it. Alright, we need a land here. So Tear the Peaks is also really good here too. Because if we get a land, we can start just blasting their creatures. But let me, you know what, let me do this in short order. Let me bring down this right here. Ooh, we got an embercleave of our own. Let's do Arbor Grazer on this right here. Put it under. Destroy that. And, will he trade? This thing's kind of cool. We have to beat this guy. I have to get into the top. I have to get into the top 1200. We were there, but I didn't play for God forbid if I slept. So we got outside the top. We're 99%, as you can see right here, because I went to bed and I stopped playing Magic the Gathering, and then so we got knocked out. I hate when they do that. How can I? Oh yeah, this has got reach. You forgot about that. Oops. Oop, ruh-roh. Hey, I'll take it. Alright, let's drop Tear the Peaks. Okay, we get a 1/1. Let's see. Let's kill an Edgewall Innkeeper. Sweet. Drop another one down. Let's kill another Edgewall Innkeeper. Attack with a 1/1. Alright. So like I said, we were in the top 1200, but I went to bed, and now it brought us down to 99%. It sucks. But this is the Tear the Peaks, my version of Gruul. If you're not familiar with my gameplay, I play with Gruul quite a bit. And sorry for the fast talk, it's just I have a lot of coffee, and I'm trying to rush this because there's an hour left. Alright, I think I can just kill him, right? He's got 1 mana left. Yeah, let me not drag this out. Let me pass to my turns. Sure. He can do whatever he wants. Yep. Alright. So, let's see here. He's playing with... we're playing with Tear the Peaks. So let's see here. Alright. So let's see. Let's take out 2 of those. Board in these. Since he's got embercleaves. Let's take out another sentinel. And put 4 of those in there. Woohoo. Alright, we have Illusion Carotid. Okay, I say carotid because of healthcare, but it's it's carotid. You add 1 mana of any color. If you control a creature 4 or greater, you add 2. Yep. So, let's see here. Alright. Hey, Sweeper. What deck do I think, Let me see, hold on. What deck do you think, OG, the Magna decks? So you're saying, like, what deck... Like, what's the difference between my deck and theirs? I started playing... So I've been playing with this Gruul deck for quite a while. Let's see what I could do here. Let's drop this down. I don't think I understand your question. Maybe I'm misreading your question. Sorry if I'm doing that. So I've played versus Gruul Adventures. I've been running this deck. Actually, I've never played with Gruul Adventures, to be honest with you. See how this will add too. I think my version's better. You can actually search my name. You can actually go to MTG Goldfish and just type in Derek Roberts Gruul, like MTG Goldfish. And they publish some of my decks, actually. I played in the Red Bull, and then I played in the Star City, but that was a little while ago. But if you want to see like the evolution of the Gruul decks, let's see here. Let's drop down Toski here. just literally attack. But I would say this is better because it's got early mana production. And also what's great about having Toski is that typically they try to kill your lovestruck beast, right? Or the 1/1. So your lovestruck beast can't attack. With Toski, he's indestructible, so he's helped out a lot. Let me drop Terror of the Peaks. I don't have a link for this deck, but I could certainly show it afterward. Alright, so let's see here. Let's drop this. We'll deal with the 1 damage to our opponents. We'll drop this right here. Deal 5 to our opponents. Let's mutate this on the Toski, so he'll have trample. And if people are wondering who I'm talking to on YouTube, it's just I'm live streaming on different platforms at the same time. Great, 1366. I was in the top 1200, but I fell asleep. If you, I don't like how they do the rankings. If you, like, I fell asleep, then had to do some schoolwork, and I fell to 99%. I fell out of the top 1200. Sucks. So trying to get in before the deadline. But at Swaber, community college. Does Tolarian Community College play Arena? Like Tolarian Community College from YouTube? Great, so the the matchmaker has me going against Gruul again. Alright. Yeah, so the thing is, I was in the top, like I said, I was in the top 1200, but I fell asleep. I didn't play, and then, yeah, so I fell out. So yeah, you're right on that. Oh no, this is gonna be tough because I'm playing the same deck versus the matchmaker. Alright. Shoot. I'm locked out of red. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, there's red. I'll go to snipe that. You just start a standard. That's cool. Yeah, people don't really utilize Terror of the Peaks, and it's just like a side win condition. But this game, we just started really. I started really bad. I'm not gonna lie. There's our red. Yeah, if Terror of the Peaks goes off, it's pretty devastating. Yeah, so even if he has Embercleave, I just take this, right? I used to play tabletop. That's cool. Ooh, we got Embercleave. Okay, so if I attack and have Embercleave, well, he can just block with that. So I can kill him in 2 turns. If I attack with this, but he's got Embercleave, then he can attack for 4, 10. I block that to that. 11, 12. You'd have 12. So I wonder if it's just smarter for me to hopefully I did that math right. I'm trying to do everything quickly so I could get in the top 1200 again. So I have him on an Embercleave, and then me blocking, and him squeaking in for 12. I have him tapping these 2, creating this a 4/4, attacks with this, and then Embercleave's what I don't block. That's exactly how it played out. It doesn't mean that that's how I wanted it to play out. He didn't have the cleave. Okay. Tabletop's cool though. Like, it has like a more casual play to it. I used to play with my friends like that. We'd stay up till whenever. Alright, so it's the same matchup we played last, so we're going to go with Archon War. We're going to take out 1 Sentinel, and we're going to board in that. That seems to be the mirror. matchups. Well, not mirror, but versus Gruul Adventures. That seems to be the thing. Yeah, tournaments are cool. I you know, like yeah, I'll go to F&M, but our standard doesn't. We don't. Our standard doesn't fire. So no, we have to draft, but I haven't done that since COVID, and I think a couple people in our group, one graduated with their bachelor. I'm in grad school, but one graduated with their bachelor's. I think they'd probably have to relocate, so they probably relocated. I don't know. It's the first time I didn't order a booster box. I didn't order Strixhaven. I didn't order Kaldheim. I guess I'll trade. Yeah. Snipe that. But Modern Horizons, I actually want to buy a box, but the prices have tanked so much. I don't even know if I want to buy a box. I can just buy the singles. Hey, Bungry. Best way to build a deck on MTG Arena is to definitely know what you're playing with. Or definitely know what, I'll trade. Let me word this correctly. Before you spend wild cards, get an idea by watching like a streamer. I think one of the most problems with people building decks is them wasting wild cards on decks that they don't like to play, or just decks that aren't good. So just be efficient, especially when you're starting. That's probably like the base. I know it's common sense, but sometimes people don't think about that. They'll just start building a deck, and they go, "Oh, wait a minute, what was on paper doesn't really translate to gameplay." Alright, so I can double attack, get in with Embercleave yet again. Nope, I like my hands. Would he want to trade? But I have Embercleave, so I don't think I want to trade with him. But yeah, I'd say the number one thing also, too, is play with what you like. And just keep on building upon that. Because, like, I have every deck in Standard. But, like, I have the Sultai deck, right? But I just don't like it. It's arguably the top deck, but I just don't like playing with it. Nothing contained in blue. I'm gonna mutate my plants. To kill his Archon War. Put it over. I'll take my Lovestruck Beast back. Thank you. And I'll get this out. That's a big plant. Hey, Valix. How are you? I'm streaming at a decent hour. Thanks, Bungry, for the follow. You've been wooed. Ric Flair. And thanks, Swaber. Hopefully you guys like Ric Flair. Wait a minute, did this guy copy my deck? He did. Dude just straight up copied my deck. Now I know what it's like to be on the other side of this. Okay. You know what? I stream. I play Magic Legends and I play Magic the Gathering, and no problem. Marguerite, so I just tell people to turn on notifications because there's no like rhyme or reason to how I live stream. But I don't know either. At Sweeper. Alright, so he's gonna be able to activate this twice because these two enter play. But thanks for the compliment. So let's see here. Alright, so he's gonna slide in with that. Get some Toski time. This is gonna be close. I'm not even really thinking too much. I'm just trying to slide into the top 1200. Okay, Red Cat Malay. He might as well just block the 5/5 to the 1/1. Honestly, it's not worth taking the 5. If I was him, I would just block the 1/1. Okay. Or triple block it. I just block the 1/1 of the 5/5. Is the simplest answer. Or that. My turn. The D&D set. I don't like Magic going mainstream, trying to cross promote into one thing into another, because I think it'll get some new players involved, but I think it'll rub players the wrong way. I also think the text is way too much for new players. There's so much to read on the cards, that it's not. I mean, basically, it should be a core set, which is designed for new players. It's simple mechanics, simple things. And so for new players, they're going to be like, they have to read like 2 paragraphs of text on the certain cards. But overall, it seems like it has some good cards in it. Outside of all that. Yeah, I've never played D&D in real life. But there's a new card leaked. It's a board wipe it's an artifact board wipe, and what people don't understand is after rotation of Aldrain, you have a lot of board wipes. Extinction Event's still in the format. Shatter the Sky still in the format. Doomscar still in the format. Shadow's Verdict is still in the format. And that one board wipe for 5 mana and has a 7/7 creature. Maybe that's Aldrain. But there's so many kill spells. Like Heartless Act doesn't leave. Eliminate doesn't leave. So adding another board wipe, it's going to be really hard. Yeah, I mean, Sultai and Esper Control. I mean, Doom Foretold doesn't leave the format, right? Yorion Flicker doesn't leave the format. So they have to, not this set in the summer, they have to get the next set right, because if you have a meta like that and there's only 5 sets, because there's only going to be 5 sets, they have to get it right. If they create a set that's too overpowered, then there's probably going to be, bannings. If they make a set that's too bland, like Strixhaven and Kaldheim was, and Zendikar was, you're going to have a continuation of the same meta that's already been in the last 6 months. Oh, he's dead. I can just, look at this. Put this on Toski. Ooh, for the win. I'm just like, I'm 41 away. I forget what this set name is too, to be honest with you. I'm playing number 5. Serious? Is it gonna match me up versus number 5? This is gonna be my last match. Is it versus the that? I'll keep it. I couldn't get like. Take on the 5th ranked. God, that's what happens when you win in a row. Though the matchmaker will match you up versus. I don't think they need to change their matchmaking. It should be just based upon your. All right, so. Screw it, we're just gonna blitz. Do 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 do. God, I can pull off an embercleave here, and that would be really awesome. But he's probably going to kill this 1/1 here. He's got another freaking Bone Crusher. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I can kill my own creature, and that would kill his Bone Crusher. Yeah, but I gotta cast other stuff here. Next. That's why Toski's so good. Because when they try to kill your 1/1 and stop your lovestruck beast, Toski is impervious to that. Oh, I got no land. Let's see here. I got all the goods. I just don't have the, see here. I can't. Oh, a red mana would have been so nice here. I think that would have gave us the win. But he's kind of lucking out here. We're getting choked off with mana. We got 2 cleaves in our hands. Was he gonna have coma? Yep, there he goes. I think we still could have won this game. Had I got land. I still don't have land. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't attack with these 5/5s. That's the problem. Oh, he can get indestructible, that's right. If I could attack with these, yeah. He kind of lucked out. I got hosed off with mana, and he had two bone crushers. So he kind of got the best of both worlds. Yeah, if I had like Toski out or something, if I could attack with these two, I think that would have been lights out. Right. So he plans on me having embercleave. I think this would have been an easy win had he not got a double bone crusher, or if I just got mana. I think that would have just been the game there. But how's he blocking this? Just I'm just, for time purposes, I'm just gonna have to go. Let's see here. Let's see. We could do. Yep, I don't even have time to think about it. I have to presume that I'm going to lose. So I'm just going to play this because I want to make sure I have enough mana on curve. Don't slow play this. All right, so let's do this because more than likely I think we're gonna. It's hard. I think it's hard to win back-to-back games. Because he'll go first, game 3, if we make it to a game 3. So he's already got his spot secured, right? At number 5. So what we're gonna do here is drop this, pass the turn. And I hope he's not slow playing on purpose to keep us out of the top 1200. Oh, and we don't hit a land drop yet again. Ouch. Do. Toski can't be countered. All right. Drops that big guy. Let me see here. Drop down the Tosk. Took the 5. That was a little bit odd. Maybe I should have cast this out first. He's got the staple stroke, okay. Yeah, because we have 7 minutes before everything turns over. I think they're playing this really slow here. Because they want to hold their top 5 status, I guess. That's my guess. I don't know. Well... Because I think he knows we could have won game one. I think so. We just, because... So I think had I had more time, I think I could actually made this into the top 500. I think. Yeah, he's gonna sacrifice this. He's gonna get the whole coma. He's gonna have to sacrifice this to tap this down. We'll attack with these two. He's gonna be at 1 life. And the game's over. The end ends in 3 minutes. So I think that's why he was slow playing. I could be wrong about that, but he was playing a lot slower than he was in the first match. Like the first game he was playing kind of quick, and then you notice like the second he was taking his time. I mean, it's an okay hand, but it's not great either. It's got too much bulk in it. So I'll keep this, even though it's not like a great hand, but yep, just had a mulligan that one. Yeah, he's just taking forever at this point. Yeah, he's just stalling for time, I believe, at this point. Let's see, keep 6. That. But either way, I'd say the advantage is still him because he goes first. Can't trade that. Why does he want to keep on playing this? Let me see here. Yeah, I really don't have time to think. I just have to just play this out the way it is. I thought about maybe killing that with this, because he might... I just don't have time to think, realistically. Right. I'll drop that down. I was planning to get a land there so I could drop down the Great Henge. Yep, not going to attack because we got embercleave. If we can just get our lands. Alright. So this is very interesting. Do I use embercleave or do I use the Great Henge? Actually, let me use this. Give him trample. Put it over. Or I meant to put it under. Destroy that. And, we have embercleave, so I'm gonna hold. This is actually a really good This is actually a really good match. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If I wasn't stressed for time, I'd probably have like more commentary. It's just I'm trying to think on the fly here. Yep, so he's gonna get coma. Nice. Okay. Even if I embercleave this, I still can't kill him. to be honest. I should have sniped that beforehand. GG's. Good game. We can't play another match. I was gonna... Because the time. Ding. No, but I'll tell you what. Those were good matches. Yeah, I got a little land screwed. Yeah, and so we finished at 12:41. We officially finished at 12:41, and the reason why is because he stalled for time so much. He'll be locked in at number 5, and I'll be locked in at 12:41 because the timer already ticked over. So that's why you didn't see any change in either of our scores. See, neither of us have changed. So I think that's what he was doing. I think he was stalling for time so he can claim the finish in the top 5. Because see, the timer will flip over, and bada boom, bada bang. Yep, there it is. We missed the top 1,200 by 41 points. Still finished in the top 1,500. So, not bad. And that was a really good match. I like to play that person. Again. Dang it. Yeah, so the it's right here. Yep. So it's got 4 Jasper Sentinels, 3 okay, I'm from Hell. I say carotid. I can never say this word right. It's caryatid. Anyway, so you just add... You're always going to probably have a creature 4 or greater in the deck. And then we have 3 Questing Beasts, 3 Terror of the Peaks, 3 Arbor Grazers. But Rolling Vortex stops Emergent Ultimatum. So whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was cast... If they don't spend any mana to cast the spell, they take 5 damage. So this solves Emergent Ultimatum. Like, flat out, boom. Like, it's a plug play. Phoenix of Ash really helps versus the Rogues deck because this has Escape, and it's a flyer. So, when it goes into your graveyard, 4 Grook's Harbingers because that's hexproof from black. Good against versus Rogues. And also good against Sultai control, because that's hexproof from black. And then Archron Wars, which unfortunately, even when I sideboard those in, we didn't really draw them. And then 1 Gem Razor, just because I just main board 3. I play with 24 land, and then indirectly you have 27, because you have the Mammoth. And so... usually we don't struggle to get land. Usually we get land like all the time on curve. But I only have 2 Fabled Passages in here. Now it's great when Fabled Passage works with the Mammoth. But I think having 4 Fabled Passages, just... You don't want to have too many things that come into play tapped. You know, like, if you're stuck with 2 Fables in your opening hand because you play with 4, it's just not good. And I know... was Anna Burchett played with 20 mana in her Gruul Adventures deck in the MPL League. But what you have to consider is that she was only playing against 32 people. Right? Those pro tournaments only had 32 people. So, and they all know each other. They all play test versus each other. So, if you know your opponent and what deck they're playing before you even play the match, and there's only 32 people, making top 8s out of 32 people isn't that impressive. I mean, I hate to say it, it's not that impressive. So when you saw those Twitch matches on Magic the Gathering, it was only 32 people in the tournament. So it's not really true to form. So, yeah, I'm on the believer that you have to at least run 22. And I don't believe in running those shock lands where you take 3 damage, like Shatter Skull, because you're just beating the crap out of yourself. You know, I play with 24, and indirectly you have 27, right? So that way you can just cast things on curve, use these guys to help mana ramp if they don't die in the early game, and you kind of have Terror of the Peaks on the back end. So that's kind of how I view it. It's very hard when you're watching these pros play, because I played versus the pros. They don't perform that well when there's 1,000 people in a tournament. You know, so you have to understand, they're playing in tournaments with 24 and 32 people. That's it. So a top 8 in a 32-player tournament is like not hard. So you have to consider all those factors. You know what I mean? Like, I played at the Red Bull where we had over 2,000 people, and I finished inside the top 100. I went 6-2, and then I got a top 64 in a tournament that had 1,900 players. That's a lot harder to do. If there was only 32 players in the tournament, I have no doubt it'd just be a top 8 all the time. So you have to consider those things when you're building a deck, and you kind of got to assess, like, you know, that's why a lot of people that copied those decks and they played them on Arena and they're like, wait, it's not working out. Like, well, yeah, you're playing versus more people. You know what I mean? You're not playing just versus 32 people. And they had the advantage of knowing beforehand what was in the other person's deck. When you play Arena, you don't know what's in the other person's deck. So those tournaments were good. I liked them. But they didn't really help out the average person. You know, they didn't really help out. Like, it gave ideas for decks, but it didn't really translate to the real world based upon those conditions, in my opinion. So, the person that's probably a Gruul player and kind of plays like my style, if there's a pro player, is Javier Dominguez. Outside of that, well, huge tournaments. The thing is that Magic the Gathering said that they want to forego all competitive play. That's why you're not seeing the Twitch. You're not seeing a lot of the tournaments that you used to on Twitch. Which means maybe they'll create something new. Maybe they'll create something for like where other players can play, or players like me who play versus the pros, but like don't. I never considered myself a pro or anything like that. Despite my finishes, I've never done that. But hopefully we'll see something like that. Some type of play. When I made my top 64, I think there's 1,996 players in that tournament, and I went 6-2. But my buddy passed away. He died. And I didn't play day 2. Kind of have to pick your buddy over, Magic cards. So I had to go to his. I went to his funeral. So I was playing with a Gruul deck. I was playing with a Gruul. In fact, if you check my YouTube channel, if you check out my YouTube channel and you just type in the top 1,000 or top 500, you'll see my Gruul decks. Even when there was Fires of Intervention, I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you saw any matches of that. But I was going against those guys in tournaments. And so I'm kind of known for playing Gruul pretty heavily. But Gruul's going to take a big hit after rotation. I mean, it's going to lose Questing Beast. It's going to lose the Great Henge. It's going to lose embercleave. I mean, those are lovestruck Beast, Bone Crusher. It's going to be a big blow. And this is what I'm talking about as far as what doesn't rotate. Historic. This is my deck in Historic. It's kind of a lockdown deck. Yep, Embercleave is getting the bin. Now, Historic, this is the deck right here. But the deck, this is what I'm trying to say. Let me go. I call it Salt. Just Sultai. Like, look, the ramp doesn't rotate. So ramp doesn't rotate. Ramp spells don't rotate. Extinction event doesn't rotate. This doesn't rotate. This doesn't rotate. This deck doesn't rotate. Right? Nothing rotates. So just think about that. Nothing rotates in here. And then you have Esper Control. Because think about this. Not only does that deck not rotate, but then you have the whiteboard wipes that people just tend to forget about. But look at this. So just think about that. I'm gonna see here. Not this one. Well, this is for Historic, but you get the idea. Doomscar doesn't rotate. What else is? It'd help if I could spell. This rotates. My bad. Shatter the Sky. That doesn't rotate either. The problem is Black has never had board wipes. Throughout Magic's history, Black has never had board wipes, besides Damnation from a long time ago. But out of 17 years of playing Magic the Gathering, I've never seen so many board wipes in Standard. Oh, Massacre Girl rotates out. I think she's already out, isn't she? Oops. Yeah, she's already rotated out. But yeah, so let's see. There's Doomscar, Extinction Event, or let's say Doomscar, Shadow to the Sky. Extinction Event, Shadow's Verdict, and so there's 4 board wipes, and the new set from D&D just released an artifact black artifact board wipe. It's 1 black and X, and for every X mana that you pay, creatures converted mana cost of that or less all get removed. Amonkhet for 4 and black from Amonkhet. I can't remember that one. So yeah, so none of this board wipes. Or excuse me. None of this rotates out. So after rotation, Sultai, because like I said, the ramp doesn't rotate, the board wipes don't rotate, the kill spells don't rotate, nothing rotates. And then Esper Control, because then you have Doomscar and Shadow of the Sky. But, yeah, our deck that... Yeah, and so that's the thing. It's not going to be the D&D set. It's going to be the next set. It's going to be the set in the September. And people forget, too, the fall is the longest season. You're going to get one set for September, October, November, December. And there's only going to be 5 sets. So you have 5 sets, and then all these board wipes and kill spells. So Sultai and Esper Control would have to be, unless there's something that's going to be printed in the next set after the D&D set. It's going to be tough. I think that's going to be a pivotal set too, because Zendikar, Kaldheim, Strixhaven haven't been that strong sets in Standard. They've helped Historic out. So they have to get that set right. If it's too strong when there's only 5 sets, then it could be an Aldrain scenario. If it's too weak, and it's printed like Strixhaven, or if it's printed like Zendikar, or it's printed like Kaldheim, people are going to complain about boredom. You know what I mean? And a meta staying the same. Because the meta's been pretty much the same since, oh gosh, since February. It's been a very stale standard. Yeah, I liked Eldraine too. And I think also too, I think I said this last night, I think a lot of cards got banned not because they were exactly like when Fires of Intervention was the main staple, right? How many times did we see turn 3 to Fury, Time Raveler, and turn 4 Fires in an 80 card deck? They're playing with 80 cards with Yorion, and all the time they would hit turn 3 to Fury, turn 4 Fires in a 3-color 80 card deck. So I don't think necessarily some of those cards needed to get banned. I just think that the consistency in which the Arena Shuffler allowed that sequence to happen was more the problem. Yeah, Oko was tough, for sure. Cause so my buddy built the Jizaki deck back in the day when Fires was the number 1 deck. He took it to a tournament. He finished 2 and 3. And he goes, I don't understand. He goes, he goes, on Arena, I said, dude, did you really think in a 3-color 80 card deck in real life you're gonna get all your colors for your mana, get a turn 3 to Fury and a turn 4 Fires all the time like you do on Arena? I mean, just think about the mathematical. I mean, just 2-color decks can struggle with 60 cards. You're throwing 80 cards in a 3-color. So he finished 2 and 3 with the number 1 deck. So it's like boom, boom, boom. So so hopefully we'll have to see. Let's see. But yeah. So I don't know. You play any Modern? See, where I live, Modern Fires Pioneer couldn't fire. People just didn't want to put money into. They just didn't want to put money into something that would get banned or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll play Modern. Just because there's a lot of Modern players. Yep. Modern's kind of like Historic. But Modern's... How can I word it? Modern's power equilibrium is about the same. It's not... It's faster, but it's I mean, like in Modern, there's about like probably a good 12 to 14 decks that could easily finish number 1. It just depends on the matchups. It's powerful than Standard and Historic, but it's more. It's not like top heavy. Like Standard's like really top heavy, and then like Historic's kind of a little unregulated. Like Modern has more of an equal power distribution, so any given deck that's probably inside like the top 14 decks in Modern can actually finish first, based upon the matchups. Oh, you play EDH with friends? I don't play EDH, but I have there's a lot of Modern players that'll cross over into EDH. Yeah. Yep. I'll trade with Commander players. Because I'll look at typically at pre-release. Pre-releases I would trade with. Because I'd open up a card and go, what? Why is this card worth, $8? And a Commander player would be like, oh, because you can do this with it, you can do that with it. And I'm like, okay, well, it costs like 6 mana, and there's no way I'm going to play with this. So, and then a card that they kind of wouldn't like. So it's easy to trade with Commander players. It's pretty easy because what they see is really good and what I see is really good is opposite. So it's very easy to trade with each other. So typically at pre-releases, I trade a lot with Commander players. But yeah. Right, EDH. It's also got like competitive, right? It's got like competitive, and it's got like casual, and it's got like play group roles and stuff like that. I haven't played it just from listening to people talk. Okay, yeah. I might play EDH one day. I was gonna play a land destruction deck with like sinkholes and stuff like that, and one guy came up to me and was like, he's like, you don't want to show up with that, and I'm like, well, what do you mean? He goes, because that deck would just be targeting one player. He goes and everybody's gonna kill you. And I was like, fine. I was like, how about mill? You know, I have a modern mill deck. I have a 4-color modern mill deck. You know, it's 4 colors. And he's like, you could play mill. He goes, but there is a combo in EDH that if you played a mill deck, somebody could play off of. I don't know what he was talking about, but because a lot of mill cards now will say each opponent. But yep, Tear of the Peaks. Yeah, he never saw his day. He never saw his due. A really good card. Like, even cards like Elder Gargroth. God, if that card was printed, like, 10 years ago, it'd be worth so much money. Like, Elder Gargroth. It's just the way the standard meta was. You'd think Elder Gargroth, you know, having so many triggers. It's a 6/6 for 5 that has 3 abilities with 3 triggers if you attack. You get to pick what trigger. You think that card would be worth like $30-$40 easy if it was printed like 10 years ago. But now, like, it's an okay card. Like, yeah, it's alright. Look at that. 6/6 reach, vigilance, trample. Whenever it attacks, you can choose create a 3/3, gain 3 life, or draw a card. And the card's considered okay. It's just there's so much removal in the format. It's just like, God. But when you compare Elder Gargroth to like Emergent Ultimatum, you know, it's like Emergent Ultimatum kind of wins there. So I think those are like the 2 cards that didn't really. Elder Gargroth did see play, but it's just such a good card that didn't really see the play that it deserved, you know? And so I think that and Tear the Peaks are kind of victims of the standard meta, but yeah, it works in this deck. I'd like to play that person again if I could, because that was a good match. The mana just wasn't that good the first game. But even though I lost, I think that was a good match. But anyway, I don't know, finished in the top 1250, so 1241 officially, right? No biggies. I was aiming for the top 1200. I missed it by 41. If you rack up a enough top 1200 finishes, you get invited. You can play and stuff. Usually people shoot for the top 1500. Like usually people are happy with the top 15. Do. But I was in the top 1200, but it just I didn't play for. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because you could be in the top 1200, and then if you don't play for like a night, you go down. So that's what happened to me. So, and it's hard for people that have like a life. So. Yeah. That's why I just jumped on really quick, and I didn't have too much time, right? Because I had to, I had to do other things. But still, not bad. Yep. And I think that's why that player stalled out a little bit. If you notice, his game 2 play and his game 3 play was a little bit longer. Because the timer, as soon as that time passed, so he finished number 5. But let's just say if he would have lost to me before that timer hit, he probably would have fell out of the top 10. So I think that's what he was worried about. He wants that time. He just, you know what I mean? So I think he was worried because game 1 he just beat us by default of not getting mana, really. Then we beat him game 2, and I think at that point he was just kind of stalling out. I could be wrong, but I think he was just stalling out to preserve his number 5. And I can't blame him, really, if you're concerned about it. I was just trying to get through that match, so if I didn't win, I could play another match and hopefully squeak into the top 1200. That's what I was trying to do, but regardless, it was a good match. I'd like to play it again. I'd like to play that person again. But that's all. Hey, Happy. What's going on, man? Just trying to race for the top 1200. Ended up finishing 1241. I jumped on with an hour left. Doink. So that was pretty much it. Had a good match at the end. And the timer froze. At some point, I think it'd be cool if I could build a deck vicariously through you and have you play it. Yeah. Yep. I think I would have finished in the top 1200, to be honest, if I had just had more time. I just jumped on because I have life, and like I didn't play last night, so hmm. Yeah, I haven't had problems logging on to Arena or anything like that. But yeah, last month it only took me what seven. It took me 7 days to get the Mythic. This month it took me 6. So it's not like I put a lot of time in. I just did other stuff. I played Magic Legends, which, by the way, Magic Legends yesterday officially announced that they're stopping the game October 31st, Halloween. Kind of an odd day. Yeah, Sweeber, on Twitch. Yeah, yeah. It's just really hard the way they have the system. Yeah, I'd have to play tournaments like at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was hard on players because from different time zones. Because other players that would be like their 8 in the morning or their 10 in the morning or their afternoon. So Japanese players would have the advantage over Western players because Western players would play with like no sleep, and Japanese players like had a full night's sleep. Oh, happy you watch YouTube on 144p and 240p. Ouch. Not even 480. Yeah, the season's over. Yeah, the season actually timed out on my match, so that's why I finished 1241. They matched me versus the number 5. I played number 5. I'm like, damn it. It's like, really? But it was fun anyway. Yeah, Swaber, I don't know how they do the point system now. You know, I was. Man, I got my arena card as a kid, but they kind of did away with the whole arena thing. Um. I don't know how real life points are quantified anymore. Yep, but happy, yeah, I was shooting for 1200 and I hit 1241. Uh, I won. I went 3-0, and they matched me up versus number 5. I was like, fuck. So if you missed that, you can just watch it on the YouTube replay. Best Swiper, yeah, I don't know how Planeswalker points work. I knew how the Mythic points worked. Yeah, I'm gonna be hopping off here in a couple minutes. Yeah, I just jumped on really quick to see if I could squeeze in. Because God forbid, like last night I fell asleep, and then today I had to do, life stuff, and then I fell out of the top 1500 just by virtue of not playing. I wish they'd make that system a little bit better, for people that like have to do life stuff. But I don't know. Like people that like work or go to school or sleep or just But hey, for the last hour, for just only playing an hour, to squeeze back into the top. I mean, I went 3-0 until I hit number 5. So, 1241. I mean, it's still a top 1250 finish. But yeah, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna be getting off here. But thanks for all those that followed on Twitch, and thanks for stopping by on YouTube. Feel free to check it out. If you want to jump onto my YouTube channel, again, it's Derek Roberts MTG. Just find me on Twitch or YouTube. And yeah, if you're jumping over to YouTube, just hit the like or just comment algorithm, because me streaming this live on YouTube kills streaming Magic the Gathering kills your YouTube channel on YouTube. So any algorithmic points, that would be great. I don't know if I'll be streaming tonight. I might be. I have to do some grad stuff, grad school work. Because I have two exams, and if I pass my 2 exams, I'll get certified. I'll get my certification as an epidemiologist. So I have 2 exams left. I'm getting a B+ in that class. But I have to, it'll be like wham the 2 exams, so gotta prepare for that. Fun times. But my semester ends in 4 weeks, so gotta jump on that. But I might stream tonight. But anyway, if you're rewatching this on a live play, we started off at 99% Mythic. I was actually in the top 1200, but because I fell asleep and did life, I fell down to 99%. And then we played for 1 hour. I jumped. We went on a 3-0 tear and went into 1241. We faced the number 5th person, and the timer ended as we were playing. It was a very good match, and I ended up losing that match, but we finished 1241. So not bad. Not bad at all, especially with just an hour. I think if I had more time, I could have probably finished even further, but it is what it is. So I had fun. That was a really cool match, even though we lost the last match. I think that was fun. Anyway, yeah, and Magic Legends is dead. Officially October 31st, 2021. And I saved those on Twitch. If you want to see those, I saved when I did a 44-hour live stream. I don't think I saved the 49-hour one. But 44 hours, 33 hours, I kind of saved those and kind of curated those so people want to live through memories on Magic Legends, or if they want to play Magic Legends now, because a lot of stuff will be free You can actually see the gameplay from start to finish. So I guess it's like a pseudo playthrough. But anyway, that's it. So yeah, if you like Magic the Gathering, Derek Roberts MTG, Twitch, YouTube. Thanks for everybody to stop by. Thanks for the follows, Sweeber and Bungry, and yeah, thanks for jumping in at Happy as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try to weight train, and I have been weight training, but I've been growing out my hair, getting ready for the Shawn Michaels 2002 Shawn Michaels look, and epidemiology. So hopefully, yeah. Maybe for like Halloween, I'll jump myself on screen and do the whole Shawn Michaels thing. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, I will see you soon. But thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Having a chat and talking helps. It really helps make things fun. So I hope you have fun, and I'll see you soon. Again, we finished 1241 on the Mythic Ladder. Ooh.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time, because you'll never get closer than now. I will not.
That's how I feel like versus the number 5 player. Anyway, guys, don't get kicked in the crotch like that. I know 2021's been rough, but have a good one. Again, finished number 1241. Have a good day. Till next time.